Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to another 60-minute flow. In this practice, we'll focus on holding longer postures and also expanding our heart space. So at the end, we'll have a chance for deeper back bends. So let's get started in crocodile pose. So come to lie on your belly. Stack your palms on top of one another and place your forehead on your palm. Relax your body into the ground. And slow down your breath. Allow your heels to turn outward, your thighs to relax, and your belly to fall towards the ground. Let go of any tension in your shoulders and unclench your jaw. Allowing every inch of you to soften into the earth beneath you. And with each exhale, relax a little bit deeper. And scanning your body with anywhere that you're holding tension, and gently let go. Knowing that Mother Earth, she is holding you, and she is grounding you. Letting each thought pass, letting each judgment go, fade away, letting the energy fall into the ground as you come back to the heart space. On every inhale, feeling your heart expand like a flower opening up. And on every exhale, softening deeper into your body. We'll start with 3 cleansing breaths. When you're ready, take a deep breath in through your nose. And a deep breath out, sigh out the mouth. Inhale deeply. And exhale softly. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. And if you find yourself feeling resistance or coming up on challenges within the body or the mind, take what you need today to make any changes and shifts. And always remember, come back to the heart space, come back to your breath. Knowing that you are held by the ground beneath you. Gently lift your head off of your palms, widen out your palms for Wide-armed cobra, tent out your fingers, draw your forehead to the ground, shoulder blades to touch. Inhale, press into your palms to lift your head and your chest open. Expand that heart by drawing your shoulder blades down and back. Lift up. Exhale, forehead to the ground. Inhale, rise, open up your wingspan. Use your low back muscles to help lengthen your spine. And exhale, lower one more time. Inhale, wide-armed cobra, lift all the way up. Shoulders down, slightly tuck your chin to lengthen the back of your neck. And exhale, lower. Lengthen out your right palm. Draw that left palm to the ground. Lift your left leg and twist over towards the right. Breathe here for 3 breaths. A gentle twist, keeping your left hip above your right. Inhale, draw that left leg down, lengthen out your left arm, right palm to the ground, twist over towards the right. Breathe for 3 breaths. A gentle stretch in your left shoulder. Open up your chest, lengthen. Inhale, draw your right leg back to your mat. Draw your palms to your upper rib cage. Push yourself back to child's pose. Widen out your knees, sit back on your hips. Let your heart melt towards the ground as you find energy flow within your hip flexors, maybe shifting side to side. And finding stillness as you reach 1 more inch with your fingertips. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. And find the root of you pushing down towards the ground, connected. And start to engage your Ujjayi breath here. So inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. This breath of fire will help us move more freely throughout our practice and deepen our postures. And finding an oceanic sound in the back of your throat. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift up to tabletop. Keep your knees where they are. Find a cow, so arch your belly, open up your chest, look up towards the sky. Exhale, round, sit back to child's pose. We'll do that 2 more times. Extended cat-cow. Inhale, lift up. Cow, drop your belly, draw your shoulder blades to touch. Find that nice arch as you look up. Exhale, round, sit back to child's pose. Inhale, rise, arch your spine, draw your shoulder blades together, look up. Exhale, round, child's pose. Listen for the change. Inhale as you rise. Come to upward facing dog. So lift your knees, press into your fingertips and your knuckles to lift yourself up. Find a nice opening in your chest. Exhale, sit back to child's pose. Inhale, move forward slowly up to upward facing dog. Open up that chest, draw your shoulders away from your ears, lengthen your neck. Exhale, child's pose, sit back on your heels. One more time, inhale, lengthen up to up dog. And exhale, child's pose, sit back on your heels. Stay here for a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, crawl your fingers towards your thighs. Interlace your fingers together and make little waves with your wrists, like this. Lubricating the joints to help support our wrists, warming up our shoulders, and reverse direction, continuing using that Ujjayi breath. You can go as slow as you'd like or as fast as you'd like. Inhale, raise your arms up above your head, reach tall. And as you exhale, fling your wrists towards the side like you're flinging up droplets of water. Inhale, rise. Keep flinging your wrists. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift your arms, fling out your shoulders, your arms. Inhale, lift. Whoops. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, come to tabletop. Stack your shoulders on top of your wrists. Slightly shift side to side to find your grounding posture as you widen out your fingers to take off weight from your wrists. Tuck your tailbone slightly in to find length in the crown of your head. When you find a nice supportive posture, lift your right arm towards your right ear. Reach your right fingers out long. Draw your shoulders together to evenly distribute the weight. Inhale, lift your left leg towards the back of the room, lengthening your right fingers and your left toes. Inhale and exhale, right elbow to left knee, curl. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, curl, open up the back of your heart. Inhale, lengthen long. And exhale, curl. One more full round. Inhale. And exhale, curl, activating our core. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly drop your right palm and follow along with your left knee. Shift side to side. Shake it out. Find that grounding posture once more. Inhale, lift your left arm to your left ear, reach long forward. Balance out your shoulders, square your hips. Inhale, lift your right leg towards the back of the room. Lengthen your left fingers, your right toes. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow, right knee, curl. Inhale, lift. And exhale, curl. Pressing into the ground with your right fingers and knuckles. Exhale, curl. One more full round, lengthen, open up your neck. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop your left palm and follow with your right knee. Shift side to side, widen out your fingers, draw your shoulder blades down and back. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips high to downward facing dog. Gently start to pedal out your legs here, finding a nice stretch. Maybe wag your tailbone from side to side, opening up those inner thighs and those hip flexors. And finding that grounding posture, widening out your stance with your palms. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Draw them up to your hips towards the sky. Slightly draw your toes inward to find more space for your belly to reach your thighs as gravity pulls your heels down. Stay here for 5 breaths. Building strength on every inhale. Building that foundation on every exhale. Inhale, gaze at your palms. Exhale, crawl your fingers back to your feet, towards the back of your mat. Come to ragdoll. Let your arms and your neck fall heavy towards the ground. Option to shake your head from side to side or nod up and down, lengthening the back of your neck, letting your arms fall, your belly to reach your thighs, and softening the tension in the back of your legs. Inhale, slowly start to roll yourself up inch by inch, letting your arms dangle long and your head is relaxed. Coming all the way up to Tadasana, draw your palms forward, draw your shoulders down and back, chin is slightly tucked, tailbone pulls towards the front of the mat. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Noticing the energy, the blood flow move from your head back down to your toes. Inhale, interlace your fingers, push down towards the front of the mat to round your spine. Tuck your chin into your chest. Squeeze your glutes together. Maybe slightly bend your knees for that foundation to support yourself from your toes to the crown of your head. Lengthening the back of your arms, pushing forward. And stay with your breath. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Inhale, release your arms. Open up your chest as you circle your arms all the way up. Exhale, cactus. Push your hips forward. Draw your inner thighs to touch. Maybe look up as you draw your shoulder blades to touch. Find expansion in your chest space. Use your core to support your low back as you lengthen long. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Make space. Inhale, arms up above your head. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms come to shins or thighs as you draw your shoulder blades down and back. For that flat back, pretend like there's a string pulling the top of your head towards the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Crawl your fingers towards plank. Tuck your tailbone under. Hold for 5 breaths. Making sure your heels are on top of your toes. Squeeze your inner thighs and your glutes together to take off weight from your wrists as you activate your core. Keep breathing. Your shoulder blades are pushing away from one another as you press into the ground with your fingertips and your knuckles. Slightly bend your elbows, lengthen your neck, and take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop your knees, your chest and your chin, elbows come to your upper rib cage, plug inward. Find that nice arch. Inhale. Exhale, curl your toes, roll forward onto your belly. Inhale for cobra. Plug your elbows in, gaze at the top of your mat. Use low back muscles to lift. Draw your shoulders down and back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press yourself back. Child's pose, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, lift your heels. Step forward to low lunge with your right foot. Drop that left knee. Inhale, raise your arms up. 5 breaths here. Squeeze your inner thighs to help lift you. Keep that right knee on top of your right ankle. Shoulders relaxed. Draw that belly in off of your right thigh for more support. You might feel more strength build in your right glute. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, frame your right foot. Tuck that left toe, downward facing dog, hips high. Inhale, step forward with your left foot, low lunge. Drop your right knee. Inhale, lift up. Squeeze your thighs. Support yourself as you draw your belly in off of your left thigh this time. And supporting our flexibility from the ground up as we can relax our shoulders, dial our pinkies slightly inward to find more alignment. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, frame your left foot, tuck your right toe, step back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale, lift your heels, gaze at the top of your mat. Step forward this time to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise inch by inch all the way up. Come to Tadasana, palms face forward. Open up your chest, slightly tuck your chin, and stabilize. Inhale, interlace your fingers, push towards the front of your mat. Round your spine, open up the back of your heart. Find length in the back of your arms as you squeeze your glutes to keep your hips nice and in line. Inhale, release, circle your arms up. Exhale, cactus, push your hips forward, open up your chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lengthen your neck. Exhale, step back to plank. Hold here for a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop your knees, your chest, and your chin. Find that nice arch as you lift your bum. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale, cobra. Press into the ground with your palms. Exhale, push back. Lift up to downward facing dog. And take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale, step forward with your right foot, low lunge. Drop that left knee. Inhale, lift. 3 breaths. Maybe finding it easier on the second time around. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, frame your right foot, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward with your left leg, low lunge. Inhale, raise your arms, 3 breaths. Deepening into your posture with that firm support. Inhale. Exhale, frame your left foot, tuck your right toe, step back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, gaze at your palms. This time slide your palms back to your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise, slowing it down, picking yourself up inch by inch. Tadasana. Stay here for a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, interlace your fingers, push towards the front of your mat. Tuck your chin into your chest, open up the back of your heart, lengthen. Inhale, release, circle your arms. Exhale, cactus, push your hips forward, lengthen your neck. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crawl your fingertips forward to plank. Hold here for a breath in. And exhale, lower down. Knees, chest, and chin. Exhale, round. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, sit back. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips high. Stay here for a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high towards the sky. Exhale, low lunge, step it through, drop that left knee. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, open arm twist towards the right. Squeeze that right glute as you lengthen your wingspan towards the right. Open up that heart so the shoulders fall away from the ears. Breathe here, square your hips. Inhale, reverse lunge, right palm on left thigh, left arm overhead. Lengthen the left side body as you make space for your ears and your shoulders. Take a deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel your arms. Right palm comes on the inside of your right foot. Dial that left toe towards the right to lift up with your left arm. Stack your left shoulder on top of the right. Find a nice stretch in your right hip flexor. Gaze is up. Inhale, lift your upper body all the way up. Drop that left palm behind you. Straighten out that front leg. Open up your right arm. Take 3 circles to the right. Inhale as you open your arm. Exhale, circle. Inhale and exhale. Come all the way up. Inhale. Cartwheel your arms, frame your right foot, step back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg high towards the sky. Exhale, low lunge, step it through, drop that right knee. Inhale, raise your arms, find that foundation. Exhale, open arm twist towards the left. Open up your chest to lengthen out your wingspan. Left arm pulled back. Right is forward, but your shoulders are right on top of your hips. Keep hugging your thighs towards the center to find support and a lift and lengthen your spine. Inhale, reverse lunge, left palm on right thigh. Gaze up towards your right palm. Find space as you open up your chest, open up your heart. Breathe. Inhale, lengthen 1 more inch. Exhale, cartwheel your palms. Left palm on the inside of your left foot. Dial that right foot towards the left. Stack your right shoulder on top of your left. Gaze towards your right palm as you find a deepening in your left hip flexor. Dial that right shoulder down and back to open up your chest. And pull your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, lift up. Bring that right palm behind you. Lengthen out that left leg. Open up your left arm and find 3 circles. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, circle. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, cartwheel your arms to frame the left foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, gaze at the top of your mat. Step forward to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up to Tadasana. Inhale, interlace your fingers, push forward, round your spine, open up the back of your heart. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Exhale, cactus, hips forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, palms to the mat, step back to high plank. Drop your knees, your chest, and your chin. And exhale, cobra. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, come back. Lift your hips to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. 1 more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale, shift forward to high plank. Gently, slowly lower yourself down all the way onto your belly. And come to sphinx pose. So draw your palms in front of you, your shoulders stacked on top of your elbows. And close down your eyes. And stay engaged in this posture. Your toes are on the mat. Your thighs engaged. Press your hips into the ground as you draw that tailbone in to lengthen your spine. Push your elbows into the ground so your shoulders fall down away from your ears. As the back of your neck lengthens and you keep that chin slightly tucked. Widen out your fingers for that foundation as you find the forearms trail along the ground. And bring focus to the back of your heart and push it forward towards the front of the mat. Letting your heart expand on every inhale. And soften on the exhale. And take a deep breath in. And exhale, lower down your belly. Interlace your palms behind your back for cobra with a bind. So inhale, lift your chest. Bring your wrists to touch. Try to get them off of your low spine. Draw your shoulders together as you lift. Tuck your chin slightly as you gaze at the top of your mat. Let your rib cage expand open. Keep the tops of your toes onto the ground. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Inhale, release your palms. Come to neutral tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips above your knees. And come to puppy pose, so crawl your fingers forward and lower down your chest. Maybe your forehead comes to the mat, you come on a block, or maybe onto your chin. Heart melting pose. Allowing an expansion in the front of your chest as your back contracts together. Working to find a nice balance between opening and closing. Inhale, gently come back to tabletop. Bring your palms below your shoulders, tuck your toes, lift your hips to downward facing dog. And stay here for a breath in and a breath out. Find your foundational posture. Maybe shift side to side, root down into the ground. Inhale, lift your right leg high towards the sky. Square your hips, press into your palms. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Hold here. Can you bring your right knee up one more inch? Tuck in your right heel towards your perineum. Squeeze that left glute to square your hips low. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, high crescent step through. Lift up your arms. Stack your shoulders on top of your hips. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, open arm twist towards the right. Keep that stability within your hips. As you squeeze the left glute, lengthen out your arms, open up your chest. Inhale, reverse lunge, right palm to your left thigh, left arm overhead, expand the left side of your body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel open to warrior two. Find this stance. Bend into your right knee. Maybe shift, lengthen your right leg and bend to really get cozy. Finding alignment from your right heel to the middle of your back foot. Gaze is towards your right palm. Draw your tailbone in to find length from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. Inhale, straighten your right knee. Exhale, triangle. Draw your right palm towards your right shin. Gaze up towards your left palm. Squeeze that left glute to dial your hips on top of the ground towards your left palm. Inhale, rise all the way up. Dial that front foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Maybe bring your feet closer together. Widen out your arms to a T. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold all the way down. Let your arms rest on your thighs, your shins on top of a block or onto the ground beneath you. Trying to get your hips above your heels. Press into the ground with your big toes to open up space. Inhale, place your palms down, lift up to a flat back. Exhale, crawl your fingertips forward to frame your right foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg high towards the sky. Square your hips, press into your palms. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Draw it in. Hold here. As you lift your left knee 1 more inch, hold your left heel into your perineum. Squeeze that right glute to lower your hips and engage your core. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, high crescent. Draw that left foot in. Lift up your arms all the way up. 3 breaths. Keep hugging your thighs together to find that stability. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, open arm twist towards the left. Squeeze that right glute to keep your hips nice and square. Shoulders on top of your hips. Back heel lifted. Lengthen out your arms. Lengthen your neck. Inhale, reverse lunge. Draw that left palm towards your right thigh. Gaze up towards your right palm. Try to square your hips here and find an opening in the right side body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open up warrior two. Open up that right hip, drop that right heel, and find your stance. Drop your shoulders. Option to lift your palms and lower them back down, just to soften your shoulders and slightly bend your elbows. Inhale, lengthen your left knee. Exhale, triangle. Draw your hips back as you bring that left palm towards your left shin. Gaze up towards your right palm. Inhale, lift up. Shift that left foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Option here to bend down just like we did before, or interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, open up your chest, and exhale, fall forward with a bind as you are in the wide-legged forward fold.
Can you activate your thighs here? Try to pull your wrist to touch, to find a deep stretch in your shoulders. Inhale, release your bind, place your palms in front of you, come to a flat back. Exhale, crawl your fingertips, frame your left foot, step back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, lift your heels, gaze at the top of your mat. Step or jump forward to yogi squat. Feet wider than hip width distance apart to a 45-degree angle. Lower down your hips, either on a block or down. Maybe shift side to side to open up your hip flexors. Press your elbows against your thighs. Press your palms together to broaden your chest. Where can you find more space for your heart to expand? Now, option to stay in yogi squat or practice crow by placing your palms down in front of you. Widen out your fingertips, lift your hips, draw your heels together, your toes apart. Lift up your heels and exhale, draw your knees towards your armpits. Maybe use a wall or a block. You can either stay here or maybe lift one foot or maybe lift the other. Placing the weight into your fingers rather than the base of your palm. Expand your thumb. Pull your heels into your perineum. Inhale. Maybe flow through chaturanga if it suits you. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Wherever you are, take your time. And come back to child's pose when you're ready. And take this moment to check in with your body. Do you feel more softening happening? More relaxation after the practice, after the tension holds? Inhale, slowly start to walk your palms towards your knees. Inhale, lift yourself up, come to camel pose. Spread your knees wide to hip width distance apart. Inhale, bring your arms up towards the sky. Lock in your glutes together to push your hips forward. Find a nice stretch on the top of your thighs. Breathe here, deeply lengthen your spine and exhale, cactus. Draw your shoulder blades to touch. Find length in your neck and a slight arch in your spine. Option to bring your palms behind your low spine to support your low back as you find a deeper back bend. Also, option to bring your palms to your heels. But as you do so, make sure you're pushing your hips forward to find a nice round, keeping your chin slightly tucked so you're not cutting off any circulation in the back of your neck. Expanding your chest, closing the back of your heart. One more breath in. One more breath out. Slowly engage your core to lift yourself all the way back up. Sit back on your heels. Close down your eyes as your palms rest on your thighs.
And inhale, slowly open up your eyes. Shift yourself to one side. Bring your legs out in front of you. Draw your bum towards your heels. Gently lower yourself down onto your back. Prepare for bridge pose. Your feet hip-width distance apart, palms by your side. Inhale, lift your hips towards the sky as you engage your thighs and your glutes. And draw your shoulders underneath your shoulder blades to take off pressure in the neck. Also option to interlace your fingers below your spine to find even more of an opening in your chest and a relaxation in your neck. When you squeeze your thighs, your hips will lift towards the sun. And take a deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release. Draw your knees together. Maybe keep your bind as you rest your back on your arms. Option to take bridge one more time, or if wheel is in your practice, I'll cue for wheel. So you'll draw your knees hip-width distance apart. Release your fingers from the bind. Place your palms up next to your ears, your elbows facing towards the sky. Draw your shoulders away down towards your spine, your low spine. And inhale, lift up as if you were coming to bridge, and then press your palms into the mat. Lift your head onto the ground. And if you feel stable here, stay here, or press into your palms to lift yourself all the way up. Gaze is forward to the top of your mat. Press your feet into the ground just as much as your palms. As you tuck your tailbone in and press your hips towards the sky, your armpits towards the front of the room to open up your chest. And take a few breaths here. Feeling the energy rise from your fingers, your toes, all the way up your arms and your legs. Building up warmth in your belly. One more breath in. Exhale, bend your elbows slowly. Bring your head back to the ground. Tuck in your tailbone to gently lower down the hips and draw your chin into your chest. Knock your knees together, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Breathe. And let your heart soften, release any tension. Inhale, open up your eyes. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug as you draw your forehead to your knees. Inhale. And exhale, roll yourself up to a seated position. Scoot yourself back for a seated forward fold. You can straighten your legs, slightly bend the knees, flex your feet. Release the flesh from underneath your sit bones. Lengthen your spine, reach tall with your arms. Exhale, fold forward with a flat back. And when you feel like you can't go any further, round your spine, tuck your chin towards your chest. Find your belly meet your thighs. And always option to place a block underneath your forearms. And place your palms on your thighs or your shins as you reach towards your toes. And using your breath to release the tension from the back of your legs up and out. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up place your palms down beside you, bend your knees, scoot yourself forward, grab the back of your thighs to gently lower yourself down all the way onto the mat. And draw your knees in for a hug. Bring that forehead to your knees. And exhale, draw your knees over to the left. Keep them together as you reach your right arm towards the right. Keep both of your shoulders locked on the ground. If your knees lift, that is okay, as long as your shoulders are on the mat. Inhale, engage your core to lift your knees back into your chest. Stabilize in the center. Draw your forehead to your knees. Inhale. Exhale, knees over towards the right. Lengthen out that left arm towards the left. Gaze is left. Shoulders are down. Inhale, start to engage your core. Lift your knees back up to center. Give yourself one more hug to equalize forehead to knees. Exhale, option for plow pose or shoulder stand. So drawing your knees, rolling your spine up above your head, supporting yourself with your upper arms, drawing your shoulders underneath your chest. Maybe straightening out your legs or bending them all the way down so your knees hit your ears. And whatever option you choose, slowly start to roll the top of your spine around the bottom so you can gently roll yourself back onto the ground. For happy baby, draw your knees out wide. Grab the inside or the outside edge of your feet. Maybe sway side to side. One last opening in the hip flexors, keeping your low spine towards the ground. And as you're in happy baby, take one last breath in as you focus on your hip flexors. And exhale, release any tension. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest. One more hug. Wrap your shins with your arms. Hug your forehead into your knees. Really engage your core. Lift your shoulders up to your ears. Scrunch up your face. Take a deep breath in and hold at the top. Take one more sip of air. Hold. Squeeze and exhale, let it all go. Let the tension, let the breath go, and come into savasana. Place your shoulders down, tuck your tailbone to place your low back onto the mat. As you relax your toes, your fingers, and unclench your jaw. And let your heart expand all the way through your neck to the crown down both of your shoulders to your forearms, your wrists, and your fingers. Expanding the stems, the roots from your heart down your abdomen, your pelvic area, your thighs, knees, ankles, and toes. And gently coming back to your breath. Noticing the rise and the fall of your belly. Taking a deep breath in. And then exhale out the mouth. Bringing movement to your fingers, your toes. Feeling the energy flow back into your wrists and your ankles. Up your body into your heart space. Maybe bringing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And taking a moment for gratitude for this practice and for your heart. Remembering that when the thoughts fade away, it allows you to move, to act, to be from your heart space. And in this space is where truth lies. And there's no fear in going near the truth. Gently bring your knees into your chest. You can draw yourself to your favorite side to fetal position. Rest your head on your upper arm. Gently pressing yourself up to a seated position. You can keep your eyes gently closed. And bring your palms to your heart space. And take a collective breath in through your nose. And a deep breath out. Let it go. Beautiful. Inhale, draw your thumbs to third eye space and bow in gratitude and honor of you and your body. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me in today's flow focused on the heart space. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any feedback or anything you would like me to incorporate in my next flow or any practices you have questions about, please feel free to leave a comment below or chat me on Instagram at Hello Bridget Ann. But I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.